And the final speaker is Mrs. Ganga Kachipati. Dr. Purna Shrestha, who was originally in the seminar schedule, unfortunately could not make it today. So we have Mrs. Ganga Kachipati, who will be presenting in his slot. After completing her ISC, she went to nursing training in Institute of Medicine in Shanta Bhawan Hospital in Kathmandu. She completed her B.SC RSCN from Suntherland and Newcastle Hospital 1985. She has also completed post-basic RSCN qualification in 1987. Mrs. Kachipati has been practicing since 1988 in Epsom and St. Helier NHS Trust. Currently working in St. Helier's Hospital as a senior nurse manager and ward sister.
I'm very pleased to be here in front of all of you, and especially with these young ones. I mean, instead of being 50s, I feel like 20s now. It's my great opportunity to be here and to listen all this and to liaise like what I was like when I was 20. I was mad like you. I want to do everything. Why not? Where I go now, And that's why, for my even husband, thank God he's not becoming crazy like me. That's a very good one. Anyway, thank you very much, and thank you very much, Pastor Puja. I'm a little bit disappointed, I thought that we're going to be a huge family, we are a big family. I think we have to go to the Hyde Park and say to them, come on everybody, don't just say, Pastor Puja, come and join us, because it's an opportunity for parents like me, for you, and my daughters like all of you, to see and to hear what it's all about this, and what an effort to do this. Thank you very much, Jodolop, and again, namaste. Okay. Thank you very much for giving my introduction. And I work as a nurse and Epsom and St. Helier Trust. And that's a place, if you can put for me, please. And my place, where I love so much. 30 years I've spent, and I really still don't want to leave when, I don't know when. And it's a beautiful, lovely place to work. And my presentation is on, as we see earlier, that nursing as a profession these days. And I'm really here today to talk to you, parents like you, and girls, and boys like you, just to let you know what a wonderful, what a rewarding and challenging study to do, and what a lovely job to do it. And as your lovely gentleman said, he's very, annoyed in a way. There are very few little, the solicitors and that. But I think sometimes professor is something that people do when they see it. So I thought that, yes, I also want to see some of our new Newas, my young girls, coming to the hospital and being a ward sister, matrons, general managers, chief executive. Why not? You all can do it. And listening to you, Tara, and listening to you, Rusi, well done and congratulations. I'm very proud of you, Chariaru. Anyway, now, like any NHS trust hospital values, you can see it's very simple. When you talk about hospital, oh my God, hospital and the people's, but they all have got their objectives. It means they means us. Each one of us working from the porter to the consultant and the chief executive and the director of nursing, these are the value we follow. Put the patient first, regardless of situations, under no circumstances, whatever happens, the patient comes first. Yeah. Under no circumstances we should forget about the patient care. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, whether you are in the toilet, the bell goes, you have to go, because the patient comes first, and that's what we have got in our mind. And we all work as a team. It's a big team, which you'll see later on. I can't do anything on my own. I need like all of them. I need everywhere, all of them, coming back in front and, back. We all need each other. But all the nurses, we must know what a team we work, and we must respect and value each other's support. And we must know, like as I said, I always said every day, every morning, I can't do anything on my own. And that's what it is. That's called team spirit, isn't it? And respect each other, regardless of where you come from, what you are, what post you are in. We have to respect. We have to know what he's doing, what can I help you, are you all right, or anything I can do. Just not just to stand back and say, okay, I have to. I'm going for my break. Nothing like that. It doesn't work that way. And protect the environment is a bit different here for the patient. When the patients come to the hospitals, they have to say, oh, it's a lovely place to come. Oh, I'll be all right. Friendly, welcoming, and they must feel this is a very nice, safe place to come and to be treated. They already have their problem, and you have got that dumping, long face. Who will like to come? Oh my God, For my mom, she's 85. Will she be all right? Oh, for my daughter, she's only 7-year-old. How can I leave her? So we must not give them this type of fear. It should be open and it should be friendly and should be welcoming and loving. The last one, but a very important one, is the strive for improvement, like all of us. All the nurses should know there's every day, every minute, every second, there is something for them to learn, and they have to learn. Learning never stops, day, night, 24 hours. And again, we all make mistakes. I do. I still do every day. And you make a mistake and you learn. You learn from your own mistake, you learn from the colleague. Like I learned so much coming here today. That's for learning. It never stops wherever you are. Wow, what a lovely, happy nurse. You can see that. See? Okay, you can see nursing is all about, for a nurse, nursing is all about the patient and the care. That's all we know. There's nothing more than that. But let's see how we do that. Wow, what a big family a nurse has got. Yeah? You can see there are the doctors, surgeons, psychiatrists, specialists, nurses, everybody, and there's not even half of this I have put it here. Like we have got consultant lawyers, because we need lawyers as well. When we make mistake, who's going to help us? When our patient need help, when they think that I'm not being treated well, who's going to help them? So we need lawyers for both sides, for the practitioners, nurses, doctors, everybody, and for the patient. So there are a lot of people, like pathologists, everywhere, everybody. But anyway, as I say to you, let me just speak of something comes in my eyes. Let's say IT staff. Everything is so computerized these days, isn't it? You can't do anything without it. I say to this that IT is like our brain. My son, who is in IT, when I say this, he laughs. Mommy, what you say? And I said, yes, IT is like our brain, and which is true. Everything is computerized, as I said. And in a way, when it came in the beginning, I said, oh my God, why we have to do all this? And I used to run like, but now I can't do it. I am not doing this paperwork. Come on, call them. Let's do it. Could you put in a format? Everything like that. So that's why. And everything, like even IT, wherever you work, in your bank, it will be different, yeah? But for IT staff in the hospital, it's all about the patient. Like how we put your record. We admit patients all the admissions are done in the computer, discharges, referrals, everything, and which is good. That anybody can come and do it, and of course, doctors, nurses, everybody has got their own different setup and own different password, and we have to, practice our own. And each one of us, let's say, this is my team, and we call it MDT, multidisciplinary team. So we are a team, like you are all doctors, you are all psychiatrists and IT staff, nurse educator. So this is how a nurse works every day, every second, with group of people. And that's why I'm saying I can't do on my own, and I raise my hand. And now you tell me why I'm saying, look, every one of them is not only a doctor who can do on his own. It's not only the surgeon. What the surgeon will do the surgery? Do you think it's finished? No. So many people coming, even the porter. Well, like if you just call, oh, excuse me, I need a porter. What for? You have to give every details, and the porter need to know what type of patient I am carrying, and where I am taking and what I am doing. They must have all the medical knowledge, have little bit at least. Like you come to hospital and in here, like anybody can ask you, can you have a glass of water? We can give you. You come to hospital, if a patient asks you, excuse me, can I have a glass of water? I will say, don't. You do not know whether this patient is able to drink or not. You don't know, what she's waiting for, and you do not know. Some of the patients, because of the medical condition, they are allowed to have only a glass of water in 24 hours. So all these things, that's where the hospital is. That's what I'm saying. Even though you want to help, I'm not saying that they are the great people. It will not be the help. These people will do it. That is why I have to work with all these people as a one big team. And that's why we need to have this, what you call it, it's big word, interpersonal relationship. You need to know how we are, or like your network, as you said. And that is why all the nurses, all the nurse manager, all the senior nurses, each one of them have got a management courses, they'll have got leadership courses. You tell me, doing B.SC, doing master, doing PhD is nothing in nursing. Because all these people, to work with them, You have to have diploma, you have to have 3 months training, 6 months training in each and everything. And I'll tell you, that's how 30 years go, just like that. Now, approach to patient care, as I said, as soon as the patient comes to the hospital, a doctor will do his job, he will assist the patient, he will examine the patient, then we check everything. And the nurse will do his own assessment, like holistic assessment, everything. And then we match the story, then we match the thing, then we make the care plan. And this care plan should be personalized. If I'm making a care plan for you, it has to be yours. It's like, it's like when you look in the mirror, will you see anybody? No, just you. Same thing, this care plan is for you. It has to be according to your need, according to what you can tolerate, according to what you can do and what you cannot. And that care plan, and then after that, after doing that, and again you see, now we have different people from everywhere now in different places. It's an age, it's a background, culture, belief, everything we have to know. Yeah, like as I said to you, I will never forget that. Like one day, as a nurse, one of my patients was not, I would not say difficult, but she's a little bit, she likes to do her own way. So she called me, Sister Ganga, come here. Could I just give me a bowl of water and a jug? And I know exactly what she's trying to do. And I said, okay, I'll do for you, because she trusted me. So I took a bowl of water and a jug and put a curtain, and she was doing like showering, Like they used to do like in the garden outside, she was like showering. And doing this everywhere wet. She doesn't like going to the shower. She believes that she has to do the way she wants to do. And it was, I'm talking about like 20 years ago. So then what I did, but at the same time, I have to make sure she's safe, isn't it? And definitely, of course, she can practice her own culture, but not in the bed. I went and I talked to her, and I talked to the son, and I said, well, this is how we do, so what we do next time? And I put in her care plan. We took her to the shower, and I said, look, nobody's going to come here. I have to show her that it's clean before she does that. Put her in the chair, and there was the son brought like a spongy cushion, sat her in there, and give her like a whole big bowl of water and a jug, and she's happy. If she doesn't do that much, no way she's going to take any tablets, no way she's going to touch any doctor. So now, what is the best for me? Just do the care plan, just do what she wants, and that's what we do. So after doing that, the care plan is nicely done, and now how we going to deliver that care? It's so easy. The nurses will sit down, we talk to the physio, everything, care plan is done. Now, to deliver the care, that is the very biggest thing and the crucial. We have to know who is going to do what. Yeah? So to do this, as a manager, as a nurse manager, as a senior person, whoever does the care plan, she or he has to know the competency of the staff, the knowledge, and whether they are happy. Sometimes, it doesn't matter. Like, you are a qualified nurse and you are a doctor. Not necessary for this doctor or for this nurse will be able to do everything she's supposed to do. She has to feel happy. So we have to make sure all that, and after doing, and then we'll say, okay, this is how we're going to do it, that's how you're going to do it. Now, let me give you one little example. I'm sure we all have heard about this nasal tube. That's a quite long tube that goes from our nose to the stomach, and that's special for the internal feeding when people can't eat or drink. The tube goes from nose to the stomach and the tube. First of all, to talk about money, and that's like about 300 pounds for one tube, it's a very fine tube. Now, everybody has been trained for that. We need a special training for that, and after passing the tube, we have to make sure that the patient goes to the X-ray, making sure it is in the place, all that will be done. Let's say, okay, I'm in Ross, and I saw this very good nurse, can you just pass this, nasal tube to so and so? And he won't say no, because if he's doing, and let's say there are doctors standing, everybody standing, she will say, go, open the tube. First of all, 300 pounds is gone because it's already open, it's sterile, you can't use it again. And after that, she just gone, okay, like, oh my God, how are you going to do it, isn't it? The passing, and it's not an easy job. I tell you in nursing, this is one of the hardest job I feel doing, but it goes, anytime it goes very straight way in the place where it should go. So not thinking if you do that, the nurse will go, do it, oh, I'm sorry, sister, I couldn't do it. Now you can see, yeah? I'm not talking about money all the time, but NHS will have to save even a penny. So my 300 pounds is gone. Whose fault is that? It's my fault, isn't it? Because I didn't think of that. Secondly, for this nurse, now next time she would like to do it again. Because going to, in front of the patient and not being able to do that is really, really bad. So that's not good for my nurse. Now, who is the most important person? My patient. My patient will suffer now. This patient will never ever, even though I go and try to pass it on, she will never say yes because she has got bad experience, isn't it? That is why delivery of care is very important. It's not about doing the job, it's not about giving the care, it's how and when. And thank you, Peggy. I'll do another one. Could I hand it to the water? I'll take the bottle, sorry. I take some analgesics, they are quite strong, and that analgesic with a side effect, and I need to decide, sorry about that. Now, as I said to you, it's not just good enough to say, okay, I have done the care plan, I've done. You have to evaluate the care. Is it good? Yeah, like as I said, is it good, why, when, how, and then all the care should be auditing as well. You need to know, like, how much, whether you like to carry this on later on or no. So we have to do that as well. Now, nurses have many, many roles to play, and the one thing is the management role. Management is very important in nursing, and management is like self-management, management of the staff, and management of your work. If you do not know about this, honestly, we're not going to go anywhere. And then budgeting, as I said to you, yeah, as I said to you, like, how easily you can waste 300 pounds just like that, isn't it? And again, as a nurse manager, we have to make the staff rotas and everything. Let's say we are all here and I give everybody annual leave, study day off. Who is going to work in the hospital, in the ward? Who's going to run the ward? I will end up with bank and agency nurses, which will cost me a lot. So those are the things, all the nurses and all the nurse managers have got a budgeting role. Now, mentoring role, this is one of my biggest part. I like it. And all the nurses are mentors. Yeah? They have to mentor, and to do the mentorship, to do the mentoring, you need teaching and assessing training, and that can go from 6 months to a year, depending on how far you want to do. Yeah? After that, they do healthcare assistants as well. That also needs a special training. And then we are the preceptors as well. Preceptors means, let's say a newly qualified nurse comes, they need some help and guidance. So the nurses are preceptors as well. There are some nurses who come after quite a long break. So those nurses also need help, and they are called preceptors as well. Now, individual performance review, and now everybody, it doesn't matter how long we are working, we all need to be assessed. So every year, and we all need to be, we have our own portfolio, the nurses, they have to be they have to show their performance, they have to show their portfolios, and they will be assessed, like to see how they're doing, how well they're doing, or where they need improvement on that. Yeah? And this is for everybody. It's from like healthcare assistant to a chief executive, everybody is done by someone. Now, nurses, as I said, we must be up to date every day with everything, every practice. Like a new medication come, we need to know. A new equipment come, we need to know. A new bed come, we need to know. It's not only, taking the degrees and not only taking the diplomas. Even like one bottle, if you don't know how to open, you will be in big trouble because the patient is there, isn't it? Now, let's say, young girls like you, I was just wondering how we can, improve yourself. General nursing training is 3 years like any other degree, and after like A-levels. After doing that, you come to the ward, you become a staff nurse, and horizontally, like if you stay on the ward, work with the people, you can be a ward sister, you can be a matron, you can be head of nursing, and then vertically, you can be a nurse practitioner, you can be nurse consultants, and you can go to management. Like management, you can be a bed manager, you can be a clinical site manager, and you can do discharge planning. Like my job is like hanging in the air. Like I always have been a ward sister, and I also work as a matron for 3-4 years. And then I'm a mentor for the students, and that's vertically, and I'm also in the management. So in nursing, you have a variety of things you young girls and boys you can do, and you will enjoy it.
Thank
1 minute?
you. No.
Okay. All right. So now, another thing is the complaint, and can you just show my the things I've got in, yeah? Complaint is something that will be handled very carefully in the trust. And then, as I said earlier, we need legal support as well, from both the patient and the nurses as well. And now you will say, who is going to control the whole hospital? This one difficult part, yeah? The CQC, Care Quality Commission, this is an independent regulator, and they are the people who controls the whole hospital, and they will come and see us every year to see how we're doing, what we're doing, and if we are not doing well, they have got a whole power, whole authority, even to close the hospitals.
Thank you.
Okay? And thank you very much, everybody, listening, and I really enjoyed
One or two questions?
Yeah, that's this one, yeah. Whenever we think about nurse, actually, I just saw smiling lady with the white clothes. Why it's so gender specific?
Why?
The nursing profession, why it is gender specific? It's always females.
I'm so glad you noted that and you said that. I think that's a profession make you. That is something. Everybody can be a doctor, everybody can be a nurse, but when they practice, they really can't be successful because of this thing. If you can't bring a smile in your face, if you can't bring happiness in your heart, passion and heart, it gives you, believe me, as soon as you become a nurse, you become a doctor, that passion comes, and that's what makes you do that. As I said to you, 30 years I'm working in this place. Honestly, I never felt 30 years. And I want to leave, but I can't tell you when I'm going to leave. That's a passion. Yeah, thank you very much.
One last question or? Okay.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Bhawan. And